I try to hang upside down like Spider-Man. Whew, it's not a good idea. Spider-Man Far From Home is the latest Spider-Man Far From Home is the latest MCU movie. It's the 23rd one and the very first one right after Avengers Endgame. Today I'm going to be expressing my thoughts on them and what I thought about it. And since the good definitely outweighs the bad like most of these Marvel movies, I'm going to be going over the bad stuff first. Now, the first bad thing is that I don't think the kids were as funny as they were in Homecoming. No, like, I don't know, they just weren't funny in this movie. I mean, there may be a couple of moments, but not that many good moments. I don't think Ned was as good in this movie. And all the other kids are definitely not much better, or they're actually a lot worse. But I don't know, I just didn't like the kids' side plot. But like, if you really think about it, they're not in the movie as much. They're just kind of in the beginning, and they kind of appear like in cameos for the rest of the movie. That's kind of what it felt like. So that's a good thing, but the bad thing is they weren't good. And like, I think they do need to work on them. I mean, they just look a little bit too young. Another thing is that I think Nick Fury, or spoiler alert, also there will be spoilers for this video. I thought that Nick Fury, or spoiler alert, the Skrull was not really used well this movie. I kind of wish they were in it a little bit more. Like, I think really Nick Fury's got to get a little bit better because his past few movies haven't been as good. Ever since Winter Soldier, he's kind of been a bit of a step down. I kind of wanted to see this movie embraced, make him a little bit cooler again. I mean, he's still a good character. Samuel L. Jackson's still great, but like, I kind of wish he was like still good, like as good as he was before. And to me, I don't know if this is kind of a personal thing, but to me at times, I thought this movie was a little bit confusing. I got really confused in the movie. It took me a while to actually think about what actually happened, and I was just like, so do I like this movie or do I not? And in the end, I like it. Now, going away from the bad things, we're going to the great things, and there are a lot of amazing things that I really did like in this movie. First of all, Mysterio. Like I said, spoilers, Mysterio the villain is great. I really like what they're doing with the villains in these movies. They literally take some of the lamest villains in the comics and make them fan favorites. Vulture, not a very good villain in the comics. He's not really looked that threatening, but in Homecoming, he is threatening. And you got Mysterio, who, once again, isn't great in the comics, but but he's amazing here. Like, he is like amazing. They cast amazing actors. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio is just fantastic. Next up, this movie, unlike Homecoming, has some great action / swinging scenes, and they are so cool. I love seeing that. It just looks awesome. I really do like it. And if you really think about it, the stakes are just a little bit higher in this movie than they were in the last movie. Not by much, but just a little bit if you ask me. And the visuals are fantastic. They're honestly better than Doctor Strange, and I didn't think that was possible. But like, the visuals in this movie are great. And when you incorporate action into good visuals, it just looks beautiful. And the best scene in the whole movie, in fact, one of the best scenes in the entire MCU, is the Mysterio hallucination scene. That was just fantastic. It was awesome. Like, the whole vision was cool. The CGI looked great. Mysterio looked more threatening. I don't know. It just looked freaking awesome. It was so cool. And it's one of my favorite scenes in the MCU. I gotta make a top 10 moments video of the MCU. I probably won't because I keep procrastinating. But still, it looked awesome. Now, we're on to those like the main good things. There are plenty of other good things in there, like the suits and just some other stuff in there. But I'm gonna kind of move on to like I get good and bad things. Now I'm just moving on what people hate on this movie, and honestly, I think it's pretty dumb. The first thing that people hate is that it's not accurate to the comics. If this movie was accurate to the comics, it'd probably be worse, because Mysterio is not great in the comics. Like, you're really going to complain about that? Just think about it. Also, they said Spider-Man isn't accurate, so, I mean, I understand why you say that. Like, his motivation is, like, supposed to be Uncle Ben. There's none of that in the MCU yet. They also, sorry, I'm trying to think. They also think he, like, has everything going for him, like a great life. I mean, that I guess I understand why you say that too, because the thing is in the comics, it's supposed to be when he's Spider-Man, Peter Parker messes up. When he's Peter Parker, Spider-Man messes up. He can't be both of them at once. He has to choose one. And that's not really the best fleshed out in this movie. But, like, then again, I don't really mind that, honestly. Like, I'm glad we're seeing something different. The movie doesn't have to be like the Tobey Maguire movies. And it's great that it's not like the Andrew Garfield movies. But it's just kind of its own thing. And I respect that. Like, I love seeing funny Spider-Man. I really do like that. But I forgot to mention, there are a lot of good jokes in this movie. Now, this is what really ticks me off the most. People hate on this movie for not being accurate, but these are the same people who like Man of Steel, which I just think is crap. Like, first of all, Man of Steel is not a good movie at all. You can fight me till the day I die. I've seen that movie twice. I don't want to see it again. I don't care about reimagination. Superman did not be reimagined in a dark and dumb way. I don't want to turn this into a Man of Steel rant, but like, Man of Steel is not a good movie, and I just hate it. But I just think it's really stupid how people love that movie that's accurate, that's inaccurate to the comics, and they hate this movie that's also inaccurate, but it's represented a lot better, and it's just kind of weird. But yeah, moving on from that, I think this movie is fantastic. I think the hate on it gets is just kind of off. Like, it doesn't feel right. And I really think that this movie is good. I think it is great. And I think, honestly, right now, it's better than Homecoming. Now, I know my Spider-Man ranking, Homecoming was number 1, but I rewatched the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. That's number 1 now. This movie is number 2, and Homecoming is number 3. I don't know if I'll make another Spider-Man ranking. I really don't know. It's kind of hard, because, like, they're the 3 movies that I don't love. They're like the 4 movies that I don't like, and there's 5 movies I really do like. I mean, as much as I like all these movies, like, these movies are great, but, like, it's really hard to kind of rank them because Spider-Man 1 and 2, Homecoming, Far From Home, and Spider-Verse are all great. So, I don't know, I might, but maybe, I don't know. But like I said, this movie is fantastic. I really had a lot of fun with it. Honestly, after Avengers Endgame, I wasn't really looking forward to a lot of Marvel movies. I was like, they're going to be fine, but, like, it's really hard to top Avengers Endgame because of what it did. And this movie obviously doesn't top Avengers Endgame. It's still great. But, like, honestly, I was satisfied when I walked out. I walked out happy. And honestly, I'm glad I'm doing that. And I hope the future of the MCU after Avengers Endgame continues to do this good. And if it does, that would be awesome. Thank you guys for watching my very short review of Spider-Man Far From Home. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be MCU tier list. I might do it today or tomorrow. I'm trying to come on straight with 1 video a day. Doing good so far, but once again, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video, which is going to be not an MCU ranking, but MCU tier list. Rankings are just, they take forever to edit, and they usually don't turn out the best, but tier lists, they barely take time to edit. The hardest part is uploading. It takes a while to upload, but honestly, other than that, it's great. But like I said, thank you guys for watching, and tell me what you guys thought about the movie, and I will see you guys in my next video.